Hello and welcome to Legend Acres. I am Christy May. I am the founder and CEO of Legend Acres and Legends Heroes. And today we're going to talk about CRR. CRR stands for Cue, Response, Reward. In dog training, this is a ratio. In our fundamentals course, the dogs are paid hourly. So that means that they are paid per task. That ratio is a 1-to-1. So for every cue that you give and the response that you get from the dog is going to get a reward. And so that's that 1-to-1 ratio. So cue, response, reward of a 1-to-1 is dogs that are paid hourly per task. In intermediate, we move the dogs to salary. And what that looks like then is an equation, okay, of a CRR of a 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 to 4 to 1 to 5 to 1, right? So what this means then is that when I use the touch command, okay, my first touch command is going to be Fido, touch, reward. That's my 1. My next one is going to be a ratio of a 2-to-1. So that's going to be Fido, touch, good job. That's my first one, no cookie. My second one is going to be Fido, touch, reward, give a cookie. Then I'm going to go back to a 1-to-1. It's going to be Fido, touch, cookie. Okay, that's back to my 1. So it's a 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 to 4 to 1 to 5, back to 1. That 1-to-1 in between each ratio change is what we call closing your feedback loop. Okay, so this is where a lot of people make the error in changing from a 1-to-1 ratio, and what they try to do is a 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10, and they don't give any feedback into that equation. And this is where dogs start to fall off, and they will not continue to give you the response to the desired cue. The reason that that happens is because you're not giving any feedback. For example, okay, let's say that you go to work this week and you don't get a paycheck. Okay, you're probably going to go to work the following week, right? But if you had some feedback on Friday when you didn't get your paycheck, that your paycheck is coming on Monday, you would not even worry about that there was no paycheck this week, okay? But if you went to work next week and there was still no feedback and no paycheck, eventually you would stop showing up for work. You would find better things to do with your time. And the same thing happens with dogs. You have to give that feedback. The feedback says, yes, you are still doing what I'm asking you to do. Your reward is just not coming as fast as you're used to it coming, right? For your exercises today, what's going to happen is you're going to find that they're going to start to kind of pull back from you at about 3 or the 4 ratio mark. And that's perfectly fine. If you find you're losing them, okay, then stay at a lower number. Your goal this week is a 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 with the touch command, the sit command, the down command, and the recall. So when you do recall, you're going to have to always toss a cookie to send them away. But on their coming back to you, that's where you're going to use your ratios of 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 to 1. And then your leave it and your stay. You're also going to incorporate that with your goal of getting up to a 1 to 5 this week. Right? You're going to find that some of their skills that they're really good at, you're going to be able to go to a higher ratio. Some of the skills that are fairly newer to your dog, so the ones that we did in the last few weeks of fundamentals, you may find it takes a little bit long. It's going to take a little bit longer to get to a higher ratio with those. Okay, so let's go back to that touch command. So the first one's going to be a 1-to-1. So it's going to be Fido, touch, reward. Now I'm going to go to my 2. It's going to be Fido, touch, good job. Okay, so you're going to want to give feedback. You definitely want to give some praise there. That's the first part. My second one is going to have a cookie. It's going to be Fido, touch, reward. Then I'm going to come back to a Fido, touch, reward. Now when I'm at my 3, it's going to be Fido, touch, good job. Fido, touch, good job. Fido, touch, reward. Then I'm back to a 1, Fido, touch, reward. Then I'm going to go to a 4, Fido, touch, good job. Fido, touch, good job. Fido, touch, good job. Fido, touch, reward. Back to a 1, Fido, touch, reward. You always want to make sure that you're coming back to those 1-to-1s. If you lose count in your ratio, always come back to a 1-to-1. Right? You are going to be more successful doing that than you are stringing too many along. You're also going to find that as you start to do this, your dog may start to give you different things. So for example, if your dog normally gives you a nose for the touch, when they don't start getting the reward each time, you may find them either bumping harder with their nose, maybe offering a paw, maybe offering a down, maybe doing a sit. And so what they're doing is they're questioning, is this the response you're still wanting? And this is why that 1-to-1 feedback is so important. It lets them know that, yes, you're still doing it exactly as I've asked you to do. The reward is just not coming as fast anymore. There's still a reward. You're still going to get paid. It's just not a 1-to-1. It's not hourly anymore. All right. If you have any questions about this, do not hesitate to reach out to the office. You can reach us by email at info at legend-acres.com, or you can also reach us by text or phone 931-516-3064. Thank you very much.